Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good evening. Welcome to the Pivotal Podspective. Of course, this is the show that you guys know that Adrian and I have been on a quest to chat to extraordinaires all over the globe, every corner, all around the world. Chatting to people so that we can find out all of their tips, their tricks, their pivotal ideas for us all to level up. Things that we can help to improve us professionally and personally. I, of course, am your host, Elliot Brown, with my co-host,
Adrian Dorobantu.
And this evening, we have an extremely gorgeous coach guest extraordinaire, Tristan Lee. Hi, Tristan. Hi, Tristan. How you doing?
Yeah, I think you froze up a bit. Hello, Tristan.
Frozen already.
Can't hear you, sadly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see you. Can you hear us now? Oh, what's he done? We've had a technical glitch. Well, while Tristan is dealing with that, as you can see, this gentleman, it's not just frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you fine. Okay.
Just take the headphones off.
Yeah, take the headphones out. So you just talk without the headphones. But anyway, listen, Tristan, as you can see, he's actually frozen in time. Our guest isn't just frozen on here, and we've lost him technically, but he's frozen in time as well. Tristan, are you there? Can you hear us?
I am.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Hey! Oh, that's worth another cheer, I think, to be honest. Right, are you with us now?
Yeah,
we have definitely got... Oh, is it your connection, maybe?
Yeah, it's buffering.
It is buffering, yeah. Oh, that's a shame. We've well, listen. While Tristan is trying to catch up in his with the technology, and so he can join us properly, as you can see, he's frozen in time. This gentleman actually is a little older than me, and I'm not going to tell you his age because that's not down to me to do that. But look at him. He looks at he's 25 years old, my friend. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you, but my face isn't moving. It's a shame, really.
Oh, love that, love that. Listen, while you're catching us and we can hear you, we've got James Sears from the Business Bros says, love the cheer clip, and he put, oh my, hate when the tech doesn't work right. Do you know what, James? Absolutely. But I think we may be getting there. Tristan, are you with us now? We don't have Tristan. Let's see if he disappears.
I'm just
and maybe
seeing if I can improve.
Yeah. So anyway, Adrian, how's your day been? While Tristan is sorting that out.
I think he's just stopped the video and he's going to leave just the audio.
It's just the audio. Can you hear us, Tristan?
Am I still here?
No, we definitely.
My face is frozen.
Oh, you definitely got a bad connection. You got a bad connection. We were doing before we started recording, hey?
Yeah, just tell us if you're on 4G or Wi-Fi. It must be one of those. That's happening.
Ah, you look like you're with us now.
You want me to try and switch? I can try and switch to something else. I'm on my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, see what you can do. Well, anyway, while we're sorting out the technology here, Adrian and I have definitely been putting the word out about getting guests in for starting from next week as we're going from 7 p.m. So if you're watching this on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, in fact, I'm going to pop over on Instagram and start doing a live over here as well. So let's pop that on there. Tristan, is you with us now?
You're still frozen, but the audio works.
It's frozen. Hi, everybody on Instagram. How you doing? As you come on, I will be guiding people over on to our live. How are we doing? Yep. We're not doing well over here. Hi, how you doing, guys? Jack, City, how you doing? Go over onto Facebook. And John, thanks very much for joining us on Instagram. Pop over onto Facebook on my Facebook page, Elliot Brown, or on Essex Business Radio, or on YouTube. You can check that out and watch it live as well. We have a guest, gorgeousness coach extraordinaire, who is with us, called Tristan Lee. And we're going to be finding out, one, how he looks so bloody young, sickeningly young, in fact, and also what he does to help with health and wellness. So with health and wellness coaches, he sort of classed himself as, right, Adrian?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he's health and wellness, life coach, stuff like that. Because if you check his Facebook page or his website, he does so many things. So he's going to help you with all aspects of your life, let's say. Mainly, I think what I've got from there, it's going to help you love yourself more.
Yeah. Do you love yourself, Adrian?
Sometimes.
Do you? I don't mean like that. I'm not like this isn't a morning loving yourself. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Mustafa. Thanks for joining over on Instagram.
No. I mean general.
But yeah, as I was saying, if you're watching on this, we've got some. I think Tristan's going to come back now. Hopefully, he's going to connect with us, and we can get him on the show. So there we go. Let's add him to the stream again. How are we doing?
Oh dear, it's not working very well, is it?
You're more fluid now, about 20% better.
Yeah, Tristan is a character, Jack. Yeah, thanks for your comment over there. Listen, have we got you on now? Are you with us? Are you up to speed?
Well, I hope so. It looks like it's better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Blink
Much
3
better.
times to make sure that is correct.
Okay, so yes, I think I can. My mouth is moving and I'm talking, and they are at the same time. So that looks quite promising.
That's good. That's good. I think people who were coming on probably didn't think you were real. We had a fake guest on that was just smiling at us. And what a beaming smile you have as well, Tristan.
Thanks, Elliot. I appreciate the flirtiness.
No problem at all. I like to flirt with the guests. It's a bit of flirting, doesn't it? Never goes amiss, does it, Tristan? A bit of harmless flirting.
It really helps.
We're not doing particularly well over there, Tristan, with your connection, but we're gonna push through anyway. Hi, Emma, how you doing? And we've also got a couple of people joining over on Instagram. Pop over onto Facebook and join us so you can see us on the show, because you can only hear me, unfortunately. We have got success. James, see us, we do. And my mother, of course, joining us from sunny Spain, although it's dark there now, saying hi to us all. Thanks, Mum. Big love to you. Thanks for watching. Everybody else, thanks for watching, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you guys are. Thank you for joining us. And with our guest, who we now have on, Tristan Lee, our gorgeousness coach extraordinaire. So, Tristan, what does a gorgeousness coach do? What is it that you do about health and wellness? What do you do with your clients, mate?
So when I coach people, it's ultimately to help them with their physical and emotional well-being. How's this video working out?
Yeah, we're there. You're a bit jittery, but we're there.
Yeah, don't stress about it anymore.
Okay, I'll do my best. So I help people with their health and wellness. So their relationship with food, their relationship with physical activity, but mostly their mindset. So what they think about themselves, how that affects their behavior. So really, it's the thought behind the action that I'm interested in. And so I coach people who want to lose weight, gain confidence, have a better body image, and generally, value themselves more. So that's, in a very brief nutshell, how I roll.
Right. Okay. And listen, I mean, what a great advocate for working in health and wellness, and being positive and beaming with life, because you absolutely do that. I mean, I'm not going to tell everybody your age, but you are not as young as you look, my friend. So come on, tell me, where the fuck did you find the longevity pill?
Where did I find it? I don't know. I think I've looked high and low for it, and good lighting helps. But yeah, I do take good care of myself. So it's if you're going to call yourself the gorgeousness coach, you really need to look the part. If I look like a sack of potatoes, no one's going to want to be my client. So the yeah.
Yeah, he's very.
So yeah,
I think you can say your age as well, or Elliot, you can say his age just because it's on the website and in other places as well. So it's not like it's a hidden number, just for the audience to know.
Okay, well, he's older than me, to be honest. But and I thought I looked good, but now you're making me look old, to be honest. So whatever. Let's move on from the age thing. But no, genuinely, Stephanie Weller has just joined us. Hi, Stephanie. In fact, it was actually Stephanie that put us in contact, wasn't it? Tristan has gone again. We're having an interesting evening with technology this evening. So, guys, what this team is, if you're going to come on the show, then make sure you've got a decent connection first. We don't actually have this very often. In fact, this is probably only the second time in all the shows that we've done over the last few months where we have had a connection problem. I think Tristan's kind of trying to come back on again now. And still no good. Listen, anyway, what? Oh, he's back. He's back. You back? No.
My voice
anyway, hello. We're having a really bad time with the connection. Anyway, guys, listen. Look, what I'm going to tell you is, while the internet connection is happening with Tristan Lee, is it working yet? No, not really. So what I was going to say is that next week we are going out 7 p.m. So make sure you tune in for them. 9 p.m. tomorrow evening as well. And we have another guest on. We're going to tell you about him on the end of the show. But 7 p.m. we are going to be going out next week. And we are actively looking for guests to come on the show. So if you want to come on, then drop us a comment below. If you've got somebody that you want to tag, then let us know below who it is that you think would be good on the show. If you want to come on the show, then we possibly want to hear from you. But you've got to be an extraordinaire in your field, extraordinaires, chatting shit about what you know that can help everybody else out, personally and professionally. Tristan, do we have you back? Not really.
Not really. So I'm not sure what I can do to improve the situation. Any guidance would be much appreciated.
I don't know. Apart from hardwiring yourself in, I mean, you can't. If you can hardwire yourself in, then great. If you can't, what's your Wi-Fi connection like?
It was pretty strong. I thought. I've just got a new router.
Really? Well, I'd send that back, my friend.
As far as I might have to.
Well,
anybody on Instagram, if you're watching over on here, we are trying to sort it out so we can broadcast on here as well, because actually the way we can do it, it doesn't give us a particularly good screen. You almost get the middle of the screen because of the format on Instagram. So you can possibly actually hear now, because I've taken the headphones off, actually what is going on for the rest of the show. But if you do want to see what's going on, and we have a guest who's completely frozen in time, quite literally, then you can go over and watch the show over here. Adrian's being very quiet as well. In fact, I'm the only person talking right here at the moment. Tristan, are you with me?
But you keep going over me, so that's why. Sorry, yeah. It's not. My microphone is not good enough this time. I'm joking.
Really?
Yeah.
We're having a hard time this evening, but we'll keep pushing through. James Sears is going womp womp. Yep.
Yeah, we need to do a live debug, all right, with Tristan now. So it's going to be like the Microsoft technical support, only I'm going to be bad now, right? We got to be based not in India. So, Tristan, what's your Wi-Fi looking, or if you're connected to the right Wi-Fi network? Can you check that?
Yeah, no, not really. The show must go on. Yeah, not really working. Not really working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove you. Click on that link that we gave you, and let's see if that works this time. So we're going to boot you from the studio and try that again. So we've just kicked Tristan out the studio, quite literally, and he's going to click on that link again. We'll see if we can get him back. So anyway, Adrian Dorobantu. Do you know what we were talking about last night? Actually, we were talking about challenges and bits and pieces like that. Do you know what we want to do? We want to find out from other people that have maybe been on podcasts and you've had this thing or done a podcast and you've had guests where you just can't get that connection. James Sears of the Business Bros. I'm assuming, mate, you have absolutely had that before. And I just got a frog in my throat, probably karma for taking the piss about this situation. But you've got to keep pushing on, haven't you? So yeah. While we're here and we're talking about this, we're talking about what guests we want to get on the show. I put a post out this evening, into a couple of groups asking for people that we're looking for guests that are either in the e-commerce space, have an online business, are CEOs or owners of micro businesses or businesses, that are new or well established, so we're looking for anybody that's got experience in those areas. It's called the Pivotal Podspective for a reason, not just now. When we first started this show, it was very much about getting guests on to talk about new and pivotal ideas. But actually, what we found out is that we can learn from everybody. There's something pivotal in every conversation. There's some way you can take, if you can take a little snippet and something that can help you pivot in your business or in your personal life as well, then that's what we are looking for in a quest to find anything pivotal. And that comes up in all sorts of conversations. Every day, Adrian, we will have a conversation where something will come up and we go, ding, that's the one. In fact, I want a little light bulb moment thing that we're going to put on, and we're going to have that as a little video clip that's going to pop up. Tristan is coming back on. We're going to see if we can get him back on the show. How are we doing? Tristan, you're moving.
Am I moving?
Yay! We are loving it.
What's going on?
I don't know, but it seems to be sorted out now. What did you do?
Alien.
I moved my router about 6 inches closer.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, my router is over there, and
now it's 6 inches closer.
Wow.
Okay, so after
that's what she said.
I try not to be saucy, but there we go. Anyway, it's working. It looks like it's working. So let's cross our fingers that internet fairies are on our side.
Yeah, we are. Listen, we're willing the connection. We're willing it. Now, there we go. So anyway, we were talking about, the gorgeousness coach and that you sort of work with people in health and wellness and bits and pieces like that. And I asked you about your longevity pill and, and how it is that you look so good. Now, listen, I'm assuming this isn't just Botox and unnatural, bits and pieces like that. In fact, I'm going to ask you quite openly, have you had any work done, Tristan?
So I have a kind of, in all things in life, I have an 80% to 20% ratio. So I've had less work done than you think and more than I care to admit.
I love that. That's a very political answer. I like it.
Yeah. Are you a politician as well?
Maybe. I've had a little bit of Botox. But here's the thing about Botox. It doesn't necessarily always make you look younger. It just makes you a bit more surprised.
well, I tell you what, right? 2 years ago, I had some Botox, and what I didn't do is have fillers at the same time. So what happened was this bit froze here, yeah. So the laughter lines went, which actually I don't mind them, to be fair. But what happened is when I smiled, I looked like a fucking chipmunk because my cheeks moved, but these bits didn't. So I didn't have it, and so I thought it's really not for me. But I'm probably getting to the stage now where maybe just a little touch up here and there wouldn't go amiss.
Here's the thing: anything like Botox or filler should be the icing on the cake. It shouldn't be the cake.
Yes.
You're going to have any of that work done. Do it as I'm not saying last resort, but look at your lifestyle, look at your diet. Look at your skincare, look at what you're eating, how you're moving, how you're living. And if you are going to have Botox, for guys, it needs to be really subtle. How about a third of what women have? And I wouldn't recommend having Botox at the same time if you haven't had it done before, because people need to work out how, everybody's face responds differently to injectables. But I quite like a little bit of Botox, but I don't have very much. I still have movement in my face.
Yeah,
but
that's the main thing.
People say, do you have Botox? Yeah, occasionally. I'm okay with that.
That's fair enough. Hi, Amy, over on Instagram. If you want to see the whole show, not just listen to and see me, then pop over onto Facebook, YouTube, or even Twitter if you want to watch it over there. My personal or the Essex Business Radio as well. So you listen. We had a little bit of work done. Listen, we obviously look gorgeous. We're all gorgeous here. In fact, all of our audience is gorgeous. Well, we're all gorgeous in our own ways. Say that again. Sorry.
You're already gorgeous, so my work here is
your work here is done. But it's not just about the look, is it? And it's how you feel inside as well. It's as you said, mindset is something we've talked about a huge amount in the shows over the last couple of months. But it's having the right mindset. But I think definitely having that healthy outlook and all of that. So what is it that you focused on that is let's call it your pivotal subject? What is it that you really, is what you're known for, that you utilize to really help your clients or anybody that you speak to?
So I have various things I hope I'm known for. But ultimately, I think if you spoke to my clients, they would say that, the premise of my work ultimately is that you're already good enough. So you're already valuable. And I think most people think getting healthy or looking nicer or losing weight creates value. And actually, I think you're already valuable. So if you're already valuable, then you start to create value in your life. So most people are trying really hard to be good enough. And I think you already are.
Okay. Okay. So lost you a little bit there again. We're having fun this evening, aren't we, Adrian? What are you doing? Are you doing something there, Adrian? You're messing with this connection, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. It's telepathic. I'm just making. That's one of the perks of moving back to Romania. Like I showed you, Elliot, for less than 10 quid, I have 1 gigabyte speed internet, really fast, really cheap, really good. So yeah, I'm just enjoying that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I've got pretty good speed here, and definitely after this show, I think Tristan's going to be contacting whoever it is that's provided that router and ripping them to shit, basically. So you work with your clients on these areas and you help them out. How does that sort of transcend into, helping somebody moving from being, that personal space to helping them on a professional level, Tristan?
So if you can see or hear me, my face isn't moving, but can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So I do work with lots of entrepreneurs, to be honest with you. Most of my clients are entrepreneurs, people that want to increase their productivity through their healthy lifestyle choices. So there's a massive relationship between what we eat and how we feel, how we move and feel. So, it isn't just, it's great to be healthy. When you're healthy, it can really increase your physical and emotional output.
Okay, we lost him again. Have we lost you?
It's a bit slowed down, so he's going to hear us a bit with a delay, and we're going to hear him with a delay. So that's how things are working tonight.
Hi, Mr. Jakery. If you want to go over onto our live, which is on Facebook and YouTube and even Twitter as well, then please go over and join us, Essex Business Radio or mine. We're having some technical issues, but it's all fun. It's all fun. We're enjoying this as well. I mean, I like a challenge. I think we've sort of got Tristan here and there, and he's drifting in and out. But we're cracking on with the show anyway. It's it's the challenge of live technology that we have here. But as you can see, this is how Tristan looks so young, because he's actually in a time machine and he's slowly going through life, way slower than us. So that's why he looks jittery like that. You don't actually see Tristan in real life. He's always just moving along like that. Tristan, you move from side to side. Yeah, he's still there. Oh dear me. Well, this is a challenge, isn't it? I haven't had a challenge like this in over the last few months, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to crack on with the show. Look, if there's anything that you guys want to ask a question of Tristan, then drop some comments in below. If there's things that you want to hear from us and any questions that you want us to ask Tristan maybe after the show, or in fact he can probably answer as well, then let us know below in the comments and give us a thumbs up if you are actually be able to watch this, no problem at all, and you're not having any technical issues, because I don't think it is actually myself and Adrian. I do think that is Tristan's connection there. Adrian, what do you think to the sort of health and wellness side of things and doing that? Because you've been very quiet, sat over there doing some research of some kind on a computer screen.
So I was trying to look at a bit more at Tristan's website just to get more information and see if we can talk a bit more about that. If he can't actually do it. So yeah, well, wellness, and wellness and health and fitness
and wellness. What about
wellness? Yeah.
That's a whole new subject. Wellness. I mean, what happens there?
Well, it's when you combine health with wellness, I suppose. So yeah, it's basically doing fitness in a sauna.
Fitness in a sauna, that would be hotness. Tristan is definitely frozen. We have definitely frozen Tristan. I don't know what we've done to him this evening. Maybe we can get him back on another show and have a chat with him, maybe when he's got a slightly better connection, because I don't think we're going to get much of a conversation out of Tristan this evening. However, that's what Tristan looks like. He's definitely looking very good for his age.
Yeah, and Tristan is 49 years old, right? Just for everyone to know. His age is public on his website and everywhere else, so that's why we just want to let people know. I know Elliot doesn't want to say his age, but yeah, you just know that you know now that Tristan is a bit older than Elliot.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, we got you back.
I've moved to see. I'm literally sitting on my router.
What's that like?
Hard.
That's all right.
It's all right.
That's as good as I can do.
It doesn't. To be honest, it doesn't seem like it's your router. Have you checked that you're actually connected to wireless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, listen. I think what we may have to do is is get you back on another show, Tristan, so that we can have a proper chat with you, because it's been a little on the challenging side, on the technical issues.
Yeah, we can do a bit of debugging after that if you want. Yeah, but now it's very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not.
I will come back, and I look forward to chatting to you guys again soon.
Yeah, we'll get a catch up with you very soon. We'll sort this out again, and we'll have a chat on the phone and sort of prep and make sure that we get the technology sorted out beforehand, Tristan. Well, unfortunately, we had a massive technical challenge this evening, guys. So Tristan's had to leave us. But Adrian, so
we had the first. We never had that before, so it was the first for us as well.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he was on his phone, I think, which is I don't know whether that's any better or worse, but we had a meeting today, actually, using the same technology on the phone, and it sort of worked pretty well. If you've had the same sort of issues actually going on to a podcast, or if you've done do a podcast, you've had the same issue yourself, drop us and let us know below. Give us a thumbs down for that, or give us a thumbs up. Whatever, or give us some love as well. So we're going to probably wrap it up for tonight, because there's nothing else we can really talk about on that side. What we will do, though, before we disappear this evening, is just give you a little reminder that we are going to be on at 7 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesdays and Thursday evenings here in the UK, in Central Europe, and where Adrian is, that will be 9 p.m. And in America, it's a variation of PMs and AMs that you'll be on. But if you want to come on the live show, we are actually going to be changing the format slightly. Next week, we may have single. Now Tristan is trying to call, so I won't answer that. But yeah, it's all going on. His phone's working anyway. If you're watching, Tristan, let us know below and drop us a little comment. But yeah, so next week 7 p.m. The format of the show is going to change slightly. We're going to be getting 2 guests on. So if you and somebody else that you know in a similar field, and you both want to come on and have a chat, or if you're both in e-commerce, or you just want to come on, then let us know. Go over onto the chat bot by going to send a message on the Essex Business Radio Facebook page, and when you go in there, tap on get on a show, and it'll go through a few questions there, and then we'll get back to you if we feel that you are an extraordinaire in your field and you're going to be a good fit for the show. So if you're in e-commerce and online business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an experienced business owner, if you're brand new, or if you're looking to scale up, if you are in the financial arena, or if you're a financial director, if you are in PR, we definitely want to chat to people in PR. It's a bit of a grey area of PR, and I think I know people that are in PR. I also know good and bad people. I've seen good and bad people. I don't actually know any particularly really successful PR owners or PR people that I know directly. So we're really interested in hearing from PR, because I think it's a really big thing if it's used well. I think it's a really, really cool thing to use on a personal level if you're building a personal brand, but also on a business and business level as well, to get yourself out there. But my skepticism is that if you're a PR person that's just sort of trying it, and you've got a bit of a background in, being a reporter and things like that, and you've got a few contacts, I don't really think that's really proper PR. I think real PR is when, and I don't think PR people are particularly cheap if they know what they're doing. But if they do know what they're doing, they will get you in the right magazines. They will get you on the right shows, on the right radio stations, and in the right television programs, possibly as well, in the news, or whether it's documentaries, news, or whatever. Now, I do know somebody in, the sort of aesthetics industry who does very, very well. It's probably the one person I do know, but I don't know anybody that helps out businesses per se, as in just the business arena. So maybe it is that they focus on certain areas. I don't know. What do you know about PR, Adrian?
Not much. Never really had anything to do with that. It's just one of my clients. I know he does PR. He has a guy that actually he works as a PR guy for Trustpilot, and he also does some freelancing jobs, and he works for this company which is really big in US. But other than that, nothing. I just know that you need to be very careful with the PR. So every time when I try to push silly articles, he wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah, well, it's probably not the thing to be doing is pushing silly articles, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think it's good. Right, if you do it right, it works well. I'm no PR expert at all, but that's definitely an area. So, but if there's any other guests that you think would be really good, anybody that you know, or if it's something you want to hear about, something that you struggle with in your business, what is it that is challenging you? What challenges your time, or what takes your time away, or what makes you feel really, really, really uncomfortable with doing certain roles in your business? Adrian, name us one thing that makes you feel really uncomfortable.
Research.
That is the one thing that you mentioned yesterday. In fact, I don't like doing forms. I don't like filling things out, and I don't like it when somebody sends you over what should be a very, very simple thing to fill out a bit of information about your business or yourself. I don't really like doing things like that. It makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. In fact, this is where a PA would come in and can help you out. So those are the sorts of things. There's something challenging, or maybe you're just shit at maths, or maybe you're shit at English. Maybe you don't like sending emails. I mean, not being funny, but the email world these days is a horrible place to be. Who likes emails anymore? I don't. Do you like emails?
No. They need to be very well written with a very good personal approach. If you do them in the corporate style, they usually just end up in the bin, to be honest.
Listen, it's like fucking junk mail now. Emails are virtually like junk mail. It's like back in the day, it used to be that you'd get a load of crap through your door, and you'd get the odd envelope that was interesting or useful. Now that's what's been replaced in the digital world by emails now. So it's mostly crap, and then you get the odd bit of good.
To be honest, in the last few days, the whole junk mail moved on to LinkedIn for me. So I'm so pissed off sometimes, honestly, with people contacting me, trying to sell me shit without even actually reading my bio or anything like that. It's just so painful.
Dude, LinkedIn It's getting worse. I mean, everybody, what do you think? LinkedIn really is genuinely getting worse. It doesn't matter how many people talk about this on social as well, about not going straight in for the sell. There are scripted messages that people, it's like the same bloody message from different people.
Yeah, blasted message. And actually, you're right. It happened to me. So I got contacted about 3 different people.
Yeah.
They're all working for the same website design agency. All of them with the same message, and when I replied the same to all of them, they replied back to me the same one. It was just like, what the hell? I'm talking to 3 robots, you know?
Yeah.
I said, guys, get your shit together.
Hey, listen. I think last week I had somebody basically request me, right? And I don't turn that many people down unless I look at it. It looks like a dodgy, LinkedIn, profile, which there aren't that many. I don't think there's that many. It's not like Facebook where you get it's virtually all porn. Don't try to contact you these days. But not on LinkedIn. Most of them are pretty professional, but they're just not going about it professionally. And this guy sort of came on and asked if he could connect. Yeah, of course. Thanks very much for the connection. I run a flooring company. Blah 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 blah. Would love to chat to you about your flooring needs. Now, I'm not being fucking funny, but one, he doesn't know my business. What flooring needs could I possibly have? Okay. And then he sent, so I didn't respond to it because I'm thinking, you know what? I haven't got time. I'm not going to respond to it. I've got plenty of other people that are sending messages to me on LinkedIn that I do want to speak to. Then sends me another message a couple of days ago saying, can we arrange a call to talk about what the needs for you personally or in your business for your flooring? Now, what the flying fuck does he think I'm going to go back to him and go, yeah, I have no idea who you are, my friend, but I absolutely might need my floor done. Yeah. I was just thinking yesterday I needed it doing. Now, he may be lucky, one in God knows how many people, but how many people is he pissing off in doing that?
Mate, that's bullshit. That's so much negative publicity. And on the top of that, it's just so much wasted time and energy. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And next time when you get guys like that, just tell them, sorry, I live in a van.
I live in a van. This is actually a green screen. I won't touch it because it will move. James Sears has been watching all the way through, I think. Thanks very much, James, for staying with us. I know Hernan has as well, and I'm really pleased you have as well, guys. But we had a PR guy on our podcast last week, not able to tag him, but Alex Greenwood, host of PR After Hours podcast. I'm going to be checking that out because PR is a grey area, I think, for me. We've got somebody else. I'm not quite sure who this is because it doesn't show it up. I urge you to, if you're doing it on the group, then just basically put your name in. I think you have to register your name with StreamYard so it shows up, but only in the group. If you're coming through the business pages or my personal page, it doesn't really do that. Facebook user says, I agree with the emails. Even when you unsubscribe, they still come in. So annoying. It literally is like I have more stuff goes straight into my junk. In fact, I know people with very successful businesses that are sending emails out. Most of it goes into my junk. So they're clearly sending out too many emails from campaigns. Isn't that how it works, Adrian? If you send too many out, your IP gets flagged as a junk email.
Yeah, and even if you don't send that many, if you have a young email address and you send something like more than maybe 50 per day, something like that, then you got to be flagged that all the emails are going to go into junk anyway, straight away. And also what really pisses me off, I've seen companies. So yesterday I got an email from a company. It's a Colchester networking company that keep trying to get hold of me, hold of me for a while. I've told them I'm not interested. Okay. And they don't have an unsubscribe button. I don't know what the hell to do with them anymore. I've reported his email address already just because he's pissing me off.
You're not going to mention who it is, of course, are you?
Of course, I'm going to mention it. I have no problem actually mentioning it.
Name and shame, I'm afraid. Name and shame on this show. So the same Facebook user, I think, they don't think of building rapport first. No, they absolutely don't. And for me, I mean, there's a few people recently that I'm genuinely interested in getting to know. In fact, I've been linked with them for a little while, because of course this happens. You often get that where a message isn't sent, or I've been on LinkedIn for years and years and years. And a couple of people have flagged up. I've seen a post of theirs that's showing up on my feed. And I've actually sort of said, I love what you're doing. I'd really like to get to know you properly. Now, I'm not trying to sell anything at that stage. And it starts a conversation. What, you don't like that either?
No, because 100% of the times when this happens, they just try to sell me things, even with
No. No, you have me wrong. I'm saying what I say is there's people I'm linked with already that I say I like what they're doing, and I want to get to know them properly. No, I'm not asking them. I want to get to know them better, and then trying to lead into something because I don't want to sell them anything at all. In fact, I'll often put don't think that there's going to be any messages that I'm going to be trying to sell you something, and that actually is quite good because they'll start a conversation because we're all to be honest. So there you go. Sorry, I'm using the wrong tool again. Oh, it's Connie Stark. How you doing, Connie? We're going to try and get you on the show as well, Connie. So we'll be in touch with you, get you on the show. I think she's Transformation, I believe. It was Connie Stark. So we're going to be looking at that. Was it TFF? Was it Transformation something or other? Can you remember?
The fast, yeah, it was
Rapid. Oh, was it RTT? Rapid Transformational something.
Yeah.
Connie, thanks very much for joining us as well. So listen, that's it. So we're talking about that. We're talking about emails and contacts and bits and pieces like that. I don't know how we got on that subject, but anyway, listen. If you guys want to get on the show, you can just do that through our chat bot, which is very, very, very easy to do. Go over onto the Facebook page, click on the send message button, and tap on get on a show. And there's a few questions there which we are going to update. I know a few people have already done that already. Or you can, if it's on LinkedIn and you're seeing this already, then please go over to LinkedIn. You can contact me direct, message me as well, or Adrian if you're interested in getting on the show. We've pretty well got everywhere, wherever it is, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever it is. You want to get on the show, then drop us a message. Rapid Transformation Therapy. Thanks very much, Connie. So if you want to get on the show, then do that. We have got 3 shows a week which are live, and we are going to be having 2 guests on. So that's going to be quite interesting. We're going to be interested in the dynamics of how that works because we haven't done that before. I know that people do maybe sort of networking things like that, or maybe get people on in groups. This is going to be slightly different because it's more of a chat show base. We want to have a sort of a chat with people, but it's going to be around a particular subject. So if it's a subject that you guys want to know about, then please let us know because we really want to be giving you guys everything that you want to see or hear. And talking about hearing, Essex Business Radio is going to be streaming next week, and we're going to have music on that as well. Not quite sure what day it's going to go live, but we're going to be telling you that over the next few days. So either tomorrow or probably beginning of next week when we have our show on Tuesday. And so listen, get in touch. We want to hear from you guys about anything you want to hear about, but also if you want to get on the show, or tag somebody below if you think they'd be interested in getting on the show as well. Adrian, thanks very much for co-hosting with me. It was a shame that we couldn't have a chat with the baby-faced Tristan Lee.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm sure he's going to come back just like he said. And maybe now we are on a mission to fix his Wi-Fi or whatever he has as an issue over there.
Yeah, definitely. Well, listen, I know it's getting late there for you, Adrian. I know you're looking forward to our new time slot as of next week.
Yeah, I got so many messages from people recently telling me, mate, you look quite tired, change your face and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good. Just change your face.
Yeah.
Listen, you need to speak to Tristan, don't you? Clearly, there's something he's doing to his face there to keep himself looking like. Listen, I'm not being funny, but Tristan, if you're watching this afterwards or you're watching this now, what is the secret, my friend? What is the secret? Because there's some sort of elixir, isn't it? Is an elixir that the wealthy are supposed to have that keeps them looking young. And the gods.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah,
that's the elixir.
Elixir, yeah. Is it elixir or is it elixir? Elixir.
No idea how it is in English. In Romanian, it's elixir.
Or elixir, which is also a completely different subject. And we're not going to get into that one right now.
Yeah, it's almost like hellness. So just leave it there.
Well, anyway, listen, if you stayed with us, thanks very much. You've been very patient. If you're watching this afterwards, then there would have been, a show that's sort of gone on. We haven't really had our guest, unfortunately, but we will be getting Tristan Lee back, who is the guest Gorgeousness coach extraordinaire. Tomorrow, we have John. We have John coming on, who is a relationship coach. He uses his skills to help his clients to deal with problematic relationships, whether that be something in your past or some relationship, with people on a working level. But he really delves deep, and he helped me in the past as well. So I've got him on the show. So really looking forward to getting John Kenny on. So that's going to be a cool show tomorrow. Otherwise, catch us at 9 p.m. tomorrow. You can catch us on my Facebook, Adrian Dorobantu's Facebook, Essex Business Radio or Forge Management, the group as well, or on YouTube, Essex Business Radio, or on Twitter, which is Essex Biz, BIZZ Radio. Or in fact, you could watch us on Instagram as well, which is just going to see me. If anybody knows of any really, really, really successful ways of getting StreamYard to work well by going to Instagram, which I don't think there is. I've actually looked at InstaFeed as well, but that didn't really work particularly well today. Then let us know. Any comments below that you can give us as constructive criticism about the show, then we also want to hear that as well, don't we, mate?
Thanks, Connie. She's just said thank you to you. Great. Yeah.
Thanks very much. Well, listen, we're going to sign off for now. So I'm going to say ciao for now.
Brown cow.